The Canadian Express Entry process. So how much does it cost and how long does it take? Let's start with how much does it cost from the first step, which is to fill the application form, to the very last step, which is the right of permanent residency fee. Well, after you receive an ITA, the candidate or you will get 60 days to submit all the documents required to be considered for Canadian permanent residency. You'll have to spend some money out of your pocket to get all these documents needed. For example, your language ability test, which is the IELTS or TOEFL, etc. The language ability test, which is mandatory to apply for express entry, costs about $300 to $350. It can be more if you need to retake the test for any reason. Then we have the Immigration Medical Exam, IME. This is the standard medical exam that is conducted by approved physicians, a list of which is available on the IRCC's website. Although the cost of this exam varies, but it is around $160 and an additional $50 to $60 for the X-ray exam. The test results are valid for a year. Next up we have is the Police Clearance Certificate, the PCC. Depending on which country you're in, this certificate cost varies from $30 to $50. In countries like India, it costs about 500 to 1,000 rupees, which is roughly 20 Canadian dollars. If you're applying for inside Canada, you only need to pay the local processing fee, which is about $35, and the federal processing fee, which is waived for candidates applying for immigration and citizenship purposes, according to the RCMP, which is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Then you have your biometrics. Getting your biometrics costs you about $85. Then we have the bank documents. Bank statements are needed as additional documents with your application file and after receiving the ITA from IRCC. The cost of getting these documents varies from bank to bank. It can be totally free if you can get it from your bank's online banking portal. Otherwise, you might have to dish out about $20 or more to get these bank statements. Then we have a very important point, which is the ECA, Education Credential Assessment. There are 5 approved ECA organizations and the cost of getting an ECA varies according to which organization you get it from, but it ranges from $200 to $240. WES charges the most amount, which is $240, but it is also the most popular option amongst candidates because of its fast turnaround time. ECA is valid for 5 years. Now, once you have submitted all the documents and your file goes for processing, you'll need to pay a processing fee. The processing fee is $850, which you'll have to bear to get your application processed. And then after that, you'll need to pay $515 per candidate as right of permanent residence fee. And this is the last fee you need to bear for the entire process. Now, if you look at the total comes to about $2,245. Now, just to let you know, you can easily earn this money back in a month or so once you land a job in Canada after you move here. Now, let's talk about how long does the entire express entry process take. The time taken to receive the ITA from IRCC varies from candidate to candidate, depending on their CRS score, when was the application submitted, etc. But once you get an ITA from IRCC, you have 60 days to submit all the documents to IRCC. I would recommend to get all the documents in order even before you receive your ITA, because speaking from personal experience, 60 days might not be enough to gather all the documents you need. After the documents are submitted, the standard processing time for express entry is 6 months, which is currently hovering around the year mark, considering the massive backlog IRCC has for immigration files. The Canadian Immigration Minister, Sean Fraser, has announced multiple times in 2022 that they are doing their best to bring the backlog down so that the processing time of applications can go back to the standard 6 months. I hope you like this video. Please like and share and subscribe to my channel to get all the information about Canadian immigration. Thanks a lot.